Sorting and filtering by cell color. Sorting by color. If you want to arrange the data so that it can be easily differentiated, we need to sort the data by cell colors. To sort data by cell colors, follow the given steps. Click any cell from Database. Click Sort in Sort and Filter Group from Data tab. The Sort dialog box appears. Select cell color under Sort on, green color under Order and on bottom. Click OK. All rows that have green color appear at the bottom. Filtering by color. We can also filter our data according to the row color. To do so, follow the given steps. Select any cell from the database. Click Filter in Sort and Filter Group from Data tab. Click drop-down arrow next to the Marks column head. Click on Filter by Color in the drop-down list. Choose green color from the sub-menu. Only green color rows get displayed. Conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is applied to one or more cells, and when the data in those cells meets the condition or conditions specified, the chosen formats are applied. Highlighting selected cells. Suppose you want to highlight some text in bold and color so that it can be easily viewed. To do so, follow the given steps. Select the desired cells for the conditional formatting rule. From the Home tab, click the Conditional Formatting command in Styles group. A drop-down menu will appear. Select the desired rule from the menu appears. For example, we want to highlight cells that are greater than 60. A dialog box will appear. Enter the desired value into the blank field. In our example, we will enter 60. Select a formatting style from the drop-down menu and click on OK. The conditional formatting will be applied to the selected cells. Charts. A chart is a pictorial representation of data which is used to see comparison, patterns, and trends in the data. Excel provides us with a variety of charts. Let us study commonly used charts in Excel. Types of charts. There are various types of charts. Some common are as follows. Column chart. It uses vertical bars or columns to display values over different categories and is used to show variations in value over time. Bar chart. A bar chart is similar to a column chart except it uses horizontal bars instead of vertical bars. It is also used to show variations in value over time. Line chart. A line chart shows trends and variations in data over time using a line. It displays a series of points that are connected over time. Pie chart. A pie chart displays the contribution of each value to the total. It is very useful to display information when you want to represent different parts of the whole or the percentage of total. Parts of a chart. Chart area. It includes all the areas and objects in a chart. Category axis. It is known as x-axis, which is horizontal axis of a chart. Value axis. It is known as y-axis, which is the vertical axis used to plot the values. Data series. They are the bars, slices, or other elements that represent the data values. Category names. They are the labels which are displayed on the x-axis and y-axis. Plot area. This is a window within the chart area which contains the actual chart, plotted data, data series, category and axis value, etc. Legend. It depicts the color, pattern or symbols assigned to a data series. Creating a basic chart. To create a column chart, follow the given steps. Insert the data as in the below sheet and select the range B4:F11. Click on the Insert tab and from the Charts group, click on Column button to create a column chart. You will be presented with a list of different style of column charts. Click on the first icon in the 2D column segment and this will create a chart. You may click and drag to move the chart to a different location on the sheet. To change the chart layout, select the Design tab. Locate the Chart Layouts group. Click on the More arrow to view all of your layout options. Click a layout to select it. To change the chart style, select the Design tab. Locate the Chart Style group. Click the More arrow to view all of your style options. Click a layout to select it. To move the chart to a different worksheet, select the Design tab. Click the Move Chart command. A dialog box appears. The current location of the chart is selected. Select the desired locations for the chart, that is, choose an existing worksheet or select new sheet and name it. Pivot Table. It is a powerful tool for consolidating, summarizing and presenting the data. Steps to use Pivot Table are: open your original spreadsheet and remove any blank rows or columns. Make sure each column has a heading as it will be carried over to the field list. Make sure your cells are properly formatted for their data type. Highlight your data range. Click the Insert tab. Select the Pivot Table button from the Tables group. Select Pivot Table from the list. The Create Pivot Table dialog box appears. Double-click your table or range value. Select the Radio button for New Worksheet. Click OK. A new worksheet opens with a blank pivot table. You will see that the fields from our source spreadsheet were carried over to the Pivot Table field list. Click and drag an item from the Pivot Table field list down to the row label quadrant. The left side of your Excel spreadsheet should show a row for each precinct value. You should also see a check mark appeared next to the field selected by the user. The next step is to ask what you would like to know about the selected item. I will drag the next field from the Pivot Table field list to the Column Labels quadrant. This will provide an additional column for each field. Note that you won't see any numerical data. To see the count for each field, one needs to drag the same field to the Values quadrant. In this case, Excel determine I want a count of salary. I could double-click the entry and choose another field setting. Excel has also added grand totals. Goal Seek. Goal Seek is an amazing feature that allows you to alter the data used in a formula in order to find out what the results will be. It tells you what inputs you need to give in order to get certain output. For example, you want result 1256 from the multiplication of two numbers. Follow the given steps. Select the Data tab. Locate the Data Tools group. Click the What If Analysis command. A list of 3 options appears. Select Goal Seek. A small dialog box appears. Select the cell that you want to set to a specific value. In this example, we want to set D3 cell value. Insert the cursor in the next field. Enter a value in the To Value field which you want to get. In this example, type 1256. Insert the cursor in the next field. Select the cell that you want to change. This will be the cell that tries various input values. In this example, select cell B3. Click OK. The new value appears in the B3 cell and the output changes from 1920 to Quick Review. Sorting is to arrange data in either ascending or descending, and filtering is to access data depending on a certain condition. The cell address in the formula is known as cell reference. There are 3 types of cell references: relative reference, absolute reference, and mixed reference. Custom filter allows more customization in the form of condition for filtering. In Excel, it is possible to filter data according to font and cell color. Conditional formatting allows you to set rules for formatting. The conditional formatting button is present in the Styles group of the Home tab. Charts are pictorial representation of the data in a worksheet, which is used to see comparisons, patterns, and trends in the data. Pivot table is a powerful tool for consolidating, summarizing, and presenting data. Goal Seek is a wonderful feature for fixing specific results for one cell by adjusting the value in another cell. Chapter 3. Working with Flash.